There's news that's going to get everyone in Baltimore fired up. The Ravens didn't just win, they dominated, and one of their biggest leaders shined in a way that caught the entire NFL's attention. It was one of those games where the defense made the opponent's offense disappear, and at the center of it all was Roquan Smith. And this wasn't just another solid performance. There were game-changing plays, jaw-dropping moments, and even a special league award. This is the kind of thing that could completely change how everyone looks at this defense moving forward. Curious about what went down and why it matters so much for the Ravens season? Stick around, because today's story is worth every single detail. Roquan Smith played like he had endless energy. From the first snap to the last, he was everywhere on the field, always a step ahead of the Browns' offense. He racked up 15 tackles, a number that really shows just how much he dictated the pace of the game. And these weren't just any tackles. 3 of them caused lost yards, completely disrupting the Browns' offensive game plan. His impact wasn't just about the quantity of plays, but the quality. When Smith takes someone down behind the line of scrimmage, the offense loses confidence, gets pressured, and that's when the entire defense gains momentum. On top of that, he added 2 quarterback hits, reminding everyone that if the Browns tried to push the passing game, he was ready to punish them. You could feel the intensity he brought to the defense on every single play. It wasn't just what he did individually. It was the ripple effect across the whole unit. Smith's energy seemed to lift everyone around him, making the Ravens' defense play with more aggression and focus. This is the kind of presence that can completely change the tone of a game. Looking back at everything he did in this game, it's clear this wasn't just a good performance. It was one of those dominant displays that grabs the league's attention. And it didn't stop there. Beyond being unstoppable on defense, Smith had a special moment that became the highlight of the game. As if dominating with tackles and pressure wasn't enough, Roquan Smith left his mark on the scoreboard too. In the second half, he recovered a fumble and sprinted 63 yards into the end zone for the second touchdown of his career. Plays like this completely change the energy of a game. It's not just about stopping the offense. It's about turning the tide for your team with your own hands. The scene was incredible. Smith grabbed the ball, tore down the field, and nothing seemed like it could stop him. The Browns tried to chase him down, but he kept his speed and only stopped once he crossed into the end zone. It's rare for a linebacker to have this kind of offensive impact, and when it happens, it makes it clear just how special he is. Beyond the excitement of the play, the effect was immediate. The Browns' offense completely lost rhythm, while the Ravens gained even more confidence. It's no exaggeration to say this was a turning point in the game. The score was already in Baltimore's favor, but that touchdown crushed any hope of a comeback. When a linebacker can do all of this in a single game, stop runs, pressure the quarterback, and even score a touchdown, his importance becomes impossible to ignore. And it caught so much attention that the NFL quickly followed up with official recognition. On Wednesday, the NFL confirmed what everyone saw on Sunday. Roquan Smith was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. This award isn't given for empty stats. It's about real impact on the field, and Smith had exactly that against the Browns. Being chosen means that among all the defenders in the conference, Smith stood out the most. In a week full of strong performances across the league, he was number 1. It's recognition that reinforces just how significant his performance was and puts even more spotlight on the Ravens' defense. For Smith, this award has special meaning. It's the first time he's been named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, even though he's been one of the most respected names at his position for years. It shows that even for an established star, there are still milestones to hit. What makes this achievement even more impressive is that it's not a one-off. Smith already had other accolades in his career, showing a rare consistency. And that's exactly what connects this award to the next part of his story.
And if you, just like me, are passionate about the world of football and want to learn more about the Ravens' legacy, don't leave this video without sharing it with that friend who is also a Baltimore Ravens fan and will love this content. See those video suggestions on your screen? The first one was handpicked just for you, and the other is a recommendation from YouTube itself.
Even though this is his first weekly award, Roquan Smith is no stranger to recognition. He was previously named AFC Defensive Player of the Month in 2022, proving he can maintain a high level over extended periods, not just in isolated games. This type of achievement already placed him among the elite, but what's truly impressive is his consistency. For the past 3 years, Smith has been a first-team All-Pro, an honor reserved only for the very best. This proves we're not talking about a lucky season or occasional good games. He's consistently at the top of his position year after year. That level of consistency is even rarer when you consider the physical and mental demands of playing linebacker. The position requires quick reads, explosiveness, strength, and leadership. Few can shine at that level for so long, and Smith not only does it, he seems to keep getting better. It's exactly this mix of reliability and instant impact that makes him the heartbeat of Baltimore's defense. His individual awards tell the story of a player who doesn't just show up occasionally. He gives confidence and stability to the entire defensive system. And that brings us to the final point: what this level of performance means to the Ravens as a team. The Defensive Player of the Week award is an individual trophy, but the impact goes far beyond that. For the Ravens, having Roquan Smith playing at this level means a defense capable of changing the outcome of entire games. He's the kind of leader who sets the energy, organizes a unit, and inspires confidence in everyone around him. Every play he makes has a ripple effect. When he makes a tackle for loss, the defense gets a morale boost. When he pressures the quarterback, the secondary can play looser. And when he returns a fumble for a touchdown, the whole team feels like they can dominate. It's a chain reaction that starts with him and spreads across the entire squad. This performance against the Browns wasn't just about stats or awards. It was a demonstration of a defense that can carry the Ravens in critical moments of the season. Even if the offense has ups and downs, Smith's presence ensures the team stays competitive. It's a factor that can make a difference in big games and in the playoffs. With this type of leadership on the field, it's clear that Baltimore is more than just an elite linebacker. They have a defensive commander who can shape the storyline of the entire season. Roquan Smith once again showed why he's the heartbeat of this defense. A dominant performance against the Browns, a game-changing touchdown, and the Defensive Player of the Week award aren't just stats. They prove the Ravens have a leader on the field capable of turning a season around. This recognition only reinforces the consistency of a player who's already packed his career with accolades and continues to be a cornerstone of the team's identity. And now the big question: how far can this level of play take the Ravens in 2025? Could Smith-led defense be the edge that pushes Baltimore to the top of the AFC? One thing is clear. With him playing like this, the Ravens have a powerful weapon against any opponent. This moment isn't just about one brilliant week. It's about the confidence that the best is still to come.
All right, we're already past the halfway point of this video, but before we continue, I noticed you haven't left a like yet. It's really important because it helps YouTube keep showing you my content so I can keep bringing you the best news about the Baltimore Ravens. So go ahead and hit that like button. It's free and it really helps. Thanks. Now let's get back to it.